Hi everyone, it's Nefas here. Oftentimes, we get caught up in life and gaming, or caught up in arguing about life and gaming, to the point we don't appreciate the small things in life, or even people, until they're gone. As some of you know, in other games, developers and players alike pay tribute to various players and members of their communities. Sometimes such things are highly appropriate, and sometimes they don't go so well, to the point scholars have had to make a research study about MMO players bombing funerals. It's the same for ESO, where amongst many mediums, we forged good memories and experiences within the social fabric many of us call home. In this video, I'll be showcasing player memorials, something I would define as tributes, whether that's in video form, in-game form, or some other kind of medium that's dedicated to the deceased, made by either ZeniMax Online Studios developers or fellow players. I've been meaning to make this video since, well, the month of May 2022, but I've been putting it off every time. I think subconsciously I kept putting it off, not because I was lazy or whatever, but because I don't think I was mentally or emotionally ready to make the video. I think I'm kinda ready now. In 2020, 22-year-old James Dillon, an avid ESO PvPer who mained the Ebonheart Pact, passed away. There was an outpouring of support and grief from not just the PlayStation PvPers who stopped PvPing to respect the commemoration of James, but also from other platforms and servers. When Update 26 hit, lead combat developer Brian Wheeler took to the ESO subreddit and confirmed that a tribute was made by the developers in-game for James Dillon. Quote, an ever-resting bear named Semaj, with a candle and Ebonheart shield, will be appearing just northwest of the Temple of the Ancestor Moths. Why is the bear called Semaj? Well, if you look at the name backwards, it spells out James. A PCNE player called Ajnachakra in 2022 unfortunately passed away. An immense solidarity was shown from the Ninja Squirrels Guild, in which he provided many people with laughter and company. The guild had a memorial dedicated to him, as shown in this video, which they built in his house. Naysmithe from PCNA, known as Beyond Starlight 2021, on TikTok made a TikTok showcasing a memorial he built himself in-game with the ESO housing system that he dedicated to his wife, who had passed away.
So my wife and I were gamers, and we love to play a game called Elder Scrolls Online. And in this game, you're allowed to have custom houses. And so in my house, I built her a memorial. So this entire chapel is her memorial in my home. So when you come inside, this is her memorial. There is a peace pond here at the start of it. The flowers that you see are wedding flowers with lights all over them. She loved aquariums, so I put a couple of aquariums in here at her memorial. The dog that looks like a golden retriever represents her dog Maggie, who died in the first year of our marriage. Then we have her sarcophagus with the two praying statues and the angel above it. And when you get closer, it's got the shield and sword of a warrior on top of it, representing her character. And then the flowers in the front. And this is my bench that I can sit down on and just kind of observe and be in the memorial when I want to be. But I figured what better way to memorialize my wife in the game that she loved than to build this for her in my home.
This memorial was posted about by subreddit user PilVRain, the ESO subreddit forum. Memorial in ESO for beloved friend who passed suddenly on Saturday. For Anthony Brooks, or Kryptt, was an avid gamer who touched more than just the lives of his family. Through his care and genuine interest, he would reach out to help people with their problems, and even just listen to them about their day. His interests were always invested in the person you spoke to, and never burdened them with his own problems. Through a variety of games such as World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, Conan Exiles, Gloria Victis, and many others, he built a large network of individuals that would eventually come together within the communities he gamed in. Under a few of his favorite character names, Scalp Hunter, Vashti, Silvermane, Ramak, and Kryptt, he built a reputation with his friends as an ambitious and oftentimes humorous addition to any adventures. As a member of the Coda, Solaris, and the Shadow Dragons communities, can't emphasize enough the impact he made on many of their members. Regardless of his disabilities, Anthony was always enthusiastic and treated everyone's worries and joys as his own, and would dedicate his time to welcoming anyone new he would meet either in a game or for first time in person. Sadly, on February 29th, 2020, our dear friend and family member, Anthony Brooks, passed away at the age of 49. Having dealt with a number of medical conditions, he was unable to receive life insurance, leaving his family with the financial burden of his memorial. This player memorial was commemorated to ESO player Agungzilla. On Friday 20th July 2018, we received the sad news that our fellow Warframe clanmate Agungzilla has passed away unfortunately by suicide. This post serves as a tribute to him and also as a suicide awareness and prevention post. It is extremely saddening to all of us, and our condolences go out to the friends and family in this difficult time. We had an in-game and offline memorial in Deshawn, Ghost Snake Vale White Shrine. Agungzilla was an active player in both Warframe and ESO. His selfless act of helping anyone in game was very well known to many, even though he was a newbie himself. He even made it to our clan's own Hall of Fame, or Community Spotlight. A total of 57 people showed up in the voice chat from both ESO and the Warframe Guild. Good night, Agungzilla, 1996 to 2018. Gone, but not forgotten. There is some player speculation that the bear called Lyn that resides in Cyrodiil, which is untargetable and unkillable, is a memorial to a player that had passed away from cancer and who had also liked bears and the Elder Scrolls. This has never been confirmed, however. Another suspected memorial to players, or potentially people the developers knew, is a statue in Glenumbra where the inscription on the base of the statue says, "For Pauline and James, bound together by the sea." This too has not been confirmed to be a memorial. However, it is strongly believed it is, due to the name. This next one was confirmed by Ixtir, an ESO subreddit moderator, and code 65536 of the ESO endgame community. The grave that players can find in-game that reads as follows. The eyes of the queen shed no tears, but Razum Dar may make an exception. The two moons know our paths will cross again, my friend. The last four are a bit painful for me to talk about, as I had gotten to know all four of them over time. So, I don't want to spend too much time lingering, although I would dare say two of them made a significant impact on me as a person. Alafynhow, or Alaf, was the guildmaster of the largest Brazilian community on PCNA that still exists today, called One Strong. He unfortunately passed away due to COVID, and I do miss him. The very last thing he and I had talked about was his concern, not for himself, but for his guildies. And as a guildmaster, while I understand that might sound silly to some people, I understood where he was coming from. One Strong held a commemorative memorial march for Alaf, and tries to host one annually. Broco. Germantrocity. There aren't too many videos left, or very publicly available memorials for German, a well-known PvP legend that so many sorcerers imitated once upon a time in both fashion and gameplay. He was a good guy, from what I had experienced, and I tried to teach him chess most days until he got bored. There is a sheep called Joy at the Undaunted Enclave in Stormhaven, dedicated to a player called Joysheeped. The only person in ESO I knew who never had anyone dislike him or talk anything bad about him. Not even the ones I dislike. Unfortunately, we got our first VAS hard mode clear without him, and it still doesn't really feel like I got that cleared in actuality. Paleus was given a commemorative gathering as a player memorial and started me on the journey to do trials in PvE. And without that, who knows where I'd be now. He was selfless and good. Obviously, these aren't all the player memorials. These are simply the ones I know of, or could find after research, or even suspect after research. If you'd like to share any more, please feel free to do so in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.